welcome in to Salem versus the Salem Wildcats versus the Elgin Maroons here in match 4 of the IHSEA Overwatch season. Our Cats are 2-1 right now after a tough loss to Lane Tech. Unfortunately, that match was not streamed, so sorry about that. We had some schedules kind of collide. But I am joined today not by Coach Kyle, but instead Wyatt Rao, who knows quite a bit about Overwatch. Hopefully he'll be able to do that, and this lets Coach Kyle be able to do his stuff. And matches will be getting underway here shortly. So do you got anything to add before a match begins?
Yep, very excited to be here. Watch everyone play.
Mm-hmm.
Get a new perspective.
Yeah, so we should have lots of good action today. Again, no idea how Elgin's going to play at all, but from what we've seen from our Cats already this year, it should be a good match. So, and we did get all the things tweaked, so make sure that so there won't be any like laggy or super, bad quality or whatever. We got it all figured out. And in addition, on our YouTube channel, the link to it is in the Twitch chat. We uploaded all the streams from all the games from Saturday. Make sure you go check those out. We got some on the Hub stream. We have some cool interviews from some of the coaches and players and things. Wyatt was there, so what did you think about that on Saturday?
I thought it was a lot of fun. Very new experience, getting to see all those gamers at once. And a lot of Nintendo Switches, I must say.
Yeah. So, Eli Baker will be competing in FIFA this weekend up in Chicago. So make sure you follow us on our Twitter so you'll get to see how he's doing. But yeah, so we'll just be waiting here for match to start. We're going to throw up a resume shortly screen so you don't have to watch us ramble, try to fill space. Mm-hmm. We'll be back in just a moment. Sorry for the delay. We were told we were going to start at 5:15, but I just got word from the esports room down the hall that they have not received contact to join the lobby yet. So we are just waiting on Elgin to get to us. So again, thank you for your patience. Sorry it's kind of been pretty slow starting here, but it should be getting started here in the next 4 or 5 minutes. right, so we are in the lobby getting ready to start. So again, thank you for everybody who kind of stuck through that pause. We're getting started about 15 minutes later than normal. Again, so we thought that one of our DPS, Silas Motes, would not be able to be here due to some work conflict, but he is able to be here. So we have Silas Motes on DPS, Richard Wagner on tank, Hayden Hopkins on DPS, Jordan, I don't know his last name, on support, and Branson Pappas on support. So you will see them on the screen as well. In that little snippet that you watched earlier, do you think you could pick up a strat pretty quick from Salem?
I would say that they like to dive in, and the second they get the point, to hold them at their spawn. If we can keep that other team at our spawn, that'd be great.
And so it does look like the new hero, Lifeweaver, is banned, and that is IHSEA rules. But yeah, it looks like, I'm not exactly sure. I think Elgin will, put up a good game.
Yeah, hopefully that wait pays off. We get a nice, interesting gameplay, and hopefully it lasts a while.
For sure. So, looks like we are just about to get started here. Wyatt will do most of the casting. I'll just kind of be here for some added support because he's the one that knows all the things. And looks like we are entering the game.
Looks like we're on map Oasis.
Oh, and it looks like we are stuck on this camera angle. So, bear with us here. But it looks like, yeah, we're on Oasis. And as the cats are getting their heroes ready. Very, very pretty map it does seem to be. Oh, there we go. So we are spectating our DPS. Hayden Hopkins looks like he's playing Bastion.
Not as quick as I used to be, but I'm still the fastest gun in the New West.
Oh, you do like this. You click through them like that. Alright, so looks like we're on our tank now. Richard, Wyatt, you can take over whenever you're ready.
Alright, it looks like we're moving in on the point. Salem's DPS moving quickly. Genji just taken out by Salem. Fight for the point. Salem currently holding it.
Oh, double kill from Hayden Hopkins.
Salem is doing a brunt of the damage right now.
This is Jordan, who looks like he'll pick up a kill on Oob. So Cat's very dominant here, is that we're looking to pass 20-ish points.
Jordan doing a great job of keeping our tank alive. And getting kills. Amazing job by Jordan.
Maybe a different angle.
Salem holding the point, trying to hold back.
Looks like we're about halfway through securing the objective.
Jordan trying to take out their Ana, and does. Amazing job. Using his ult now. Our Bastion getting a kill with his ult as well. Looks like our team's all using their ults. They took out our Roadhog though. Salem at 76% on the point, doing a great job of capturing it and then holding it. Elgin has not been able to even capture it for a moment. Great defense by Salem. Our tank has been stuck.
And now the objective is contested, but it looks like overtime now for the first
It looks
point.
like our tank is doing a great job getting kills, taking out their Zarya.
Genji goes down from Goob. And it looks like Salem loses possession.
And with that Junkrat kill, we have a 5-player kill streak by our tank. Richard. He's been put to sleep now. Our Ana trying to take out the Doomfist. Genji gets a kill on our Ana. Salem still holding the point very well.
And so they will take the first round. So
Great job by Salem capturing that point and then not letting it up for even a second.
If you can outthink your opponent, it's easy to outfight them.
Something real quick.
We'll have to see if Elgin can get to the point first, because that seems to be the best way for them to take back this point.
Interesting. And so, yeah, sorry for the little thing up there at the top, but it looks like some quick
Hayden
action
playing
first.
Bastion, trying to lay down some fire, and he gets taken out. And so does Richard as our tank.
So
And our entire team just got taken out. This gives Elgin a great time to start breaking up some percentage on that point. Salem waiting up, trying to regroup. With Elgin getting this point first, they're definitely at an advantage. Hopefully Salem can take it back. Richard switching to Reinhardt from Roadhog. Taking heavy damage. And there goes Richard. Our Ana trying to keep our team alive. And there goes our Ana. A second team kill by Elgin. They're playing great right now. They're at 36%.
Looks like Goop switched to Baptiste. Still having trouble trying to get through this pinch
Hopefully
point.
Goob can lay down some more damage with Baptiste than he has been. And get some heals off. Sojourn. Our Sojourn appears to be laying down heavy fire. But their Doomfist is holding them back. Great kill by our Sojourn. There goes Jordan trying to keep our team alive. He gets down by their Genji. Hayden now playing as Pharah. And we have captured the point. Need to play heavy defense now. We cannot let them get back.
That Reaper ult comes out successful, able to take out 3 of the cats. Elgin now contesting
Jordan
the point.
appears to be our last one standing, and he gets taken out by Elgin's Genji.
Point controlled back by Elgin. And so it looks like unless Salem can get a push here and recapture the point, Elgin will walk away with the second point.
Hayden using his ultimate and gets taken out. And Elgin takes this point rather quickly. Great job by them, getting there quickly and holding it.
So tied up 1-1. That is to 2, right? So our cats need this objective to be able to capture map 1.
It definitely appears to be whoever gets to that point first is winning right now. So hopefully our cats can get there and take that point as quick as possible.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see if we can see. Yeah, here's the scoreboard right now, headed in. Looks like our tank is definitely carrying on elims and damage, which is pretty much what you'd expect.
A lot of shots coming out of our Farah. Hayden.
Farah's
He gets stuck to the ground. Oh, there he goes.
yeah, Farah's an interesting character because she can just a hero because she can just throw down these rockets into like congested spaces or just fall off the edge of the map. That works too. Oh.
Yeah. We prefer not to do that, but you know it happens.
So team kill coming out really early from
Elgin. They have doing a great job of getting us down. We need our tank to go take out their Doomfist as quick as possible because he seems to be doing the brunt of the damage to our team.
It looks like Branson did switch back to Ana. Oh.
Jordan's still playing Baptiste.
Good Symmetra teleport there to get the cats all up on some higher ground as the point's now recontested.
Richard trying to take this point back and kill their Doomfist. Great job by Richard. Doomfist runs off.
Ooh,
Jordan
Richard.
just put down a perfect immortality shield. Our team just got wiped out. Elgin
like
is doing a great job of holding these points.
Yeah, it looks like Salem will regroup and try to head back in. Maybe try to use this Symmetra portal. Oh, they do.
Trying to be a little sneaky here. Hayden is. Oh, their Genji has spotted us.
And the whole team will try and teleport up there.
Hayden getting a kill right there. 2 kills now. Another kill by Richard. Great job. Doomfist is still left. And we kill them too. Great job by Salem getting everyone off this point and now being able to capture it.
Fire player kill streak coming out.
Jordan doing a great job of keeping everyone alive, as well as Branson. Here comes Elgin's Doomfist trying to clear everyone off this point.
Looks like Hayden will use Symmetra's ult, kind of put up a shield.
Jordan tried to use an immortality shield and it didn't get him anywhere. Their Doomfist of Elgin coming in and clearing out everybody.
Oh, and Elgin will take back control of the point as it is ticking up to 96% now. Looks like maybe Elgin will take the point. So Elgin will take game 1. Unfortunate from our cats.
Great job by Elgin just getting to that point and then not letting go of it.
Play the game coming out from Hayden Hopkins as Bastion. Using the ult, kill 2. And takes out the Doomfist and the Genji.
Great play by Hayden.
Alright, so what did you see coming out there from the cats?
The cats, when they got to that point first and they were able to capture it, they were able to hold it and keep it there. But if we didn't, we were definitely at a disadvantage and we're not able to take it back.
Yeah, I agree. It just seemed like whoever got to the point first controlled the point, and whoever kind of took their time to get to the point after the other team was already set up, it was kind of wasn't really much you can do. So now we look to go to a control map. I believe that is how it works. Where's my little settings tab?
This should be interesting.
Oh, this will be hybrid. So you go control a point and then push on to...
And you're going to escort something.
Yeah, you're going to escort something. So last time the Cats did this, they did it really well. So...
Hopefully we can get to this point, hold it, and then move that thing along quickly.
Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out for sure.
Because if Elgin can get to that point and hold it there before we can get the chance, they'll definitely be at an advantage, and we might not be able to counteract.
Yep. So Salem down 1-0. Headed here into map 2. Looks to be King's Row, maybe. King's Row. Hybrid map, yep. So this should be interesting. Looks like teams are switching sides. So Salem will be on the other side this time as Team Blue, so they're going to have to do a little switcheroo of the names since they conveniently named them Salem and Elgin. If you were in their place, you play DPS, right? Mm-hmm. Mostly. What would you have done if you were Salem?
In what situation?
So if the other team, if your opponent gets to the point and is holding it down really good, and you're struggling to get on the point,
I would have probably picked a Widowmaker and tried to get a hard to see area and slowly pick them off while my other team distracted them. That would have been a great way to slowly get kills without anyone noticing.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was clever, at least the first time, to use the Symmetra, tactical ability. Use the portal to get up on top of high ground, but once the Elgin figured out
once they figured it out, they were able to kind of overthrow us and even knock us off a few times, which was very not good.
Yeah, that's a little bit counterproductive. So maybe we'll be getting started here in a second. It's kind of hard to tell.
See if we can pull anything cool off this game, anything interesting to catch Elgin off guard. This is a very nice map.
Yeah, so we'll be on King's Row. Should be very cool here.
It looks like Salem will be on the defense to start off. Interesting play for Roadhog on a defense.
Yeah, we should be seeing... Oh. Maybe a restart. Not really sure what that was. Maybe a pause just to kind of... Maybe not everybody was ready. But we should be getting ready to go here in a second.
Everyone picking out their characters again. Looks like we are playing Widowmaker, DPS, and a Zenyatta, a Roadhog, and a Symmetra.
That's Silas. So it looks like Silas playing Widowmaker.
Hopefully Silas can get a few kills and being very sneaky without anyone noticing. Seems like Jordan has given him the... Ooh, there goes Silas right away.
Taken out by another Widowmaker. Like you said before, the best way to take out a Widowmaker is with a Widowmaker. So... Ooh.
Hayden trying to prevent from losing too much here as Elgin comes out and wipes through a few of our players.
Looks like
Richard.
Salem holding it pretty good right now.
Richard doing a great job as Roadhog. Hopefully we can get that Doomfist out of here.
Our Anna Branson is trying to help out
Jordan.
Richard here.
Jordan playing Zenyatta has been doing plenty of damage. Looks like Hayden is on his way back.
So we got about a little under 3 minutes remaining here.
On this objective.
It's like Elgin's Genji will take the high ground, go after our Widowmaker. Quite a bit of chaos right now, but
Great kill by Richard. Trying to pick some of them off.
Roadhog definitely seems to be the play right now as the Symmetra ult comes out.
Branson doing an amazing job of keeping Richard alive. Richard trying to pick off their Doomfist. Their Doomfist unable to do much right now.
And Richard does have his ult, so we may be seeing that here in a little bit.
Hayden receiving the Orb of Harmony from Jordan. Their team's moving back in. We're doing a great job of defense right now. Their Doomfist pushing away Richard as Roadhog.
Maybe waiting for that health pack, trying to just pick people off.
Great job getting a DPS kill, Richard.
Oh, they've almost got it. They're about a third of the way captured to the point.
And there goes our team. They're probably going to get this point now. And we're going to be on the defense of them pushing an objective now.
So, almost at 4 minutes.
Everyone taking their defensive positions. Silas trying to pick a few people off as Widowmaker. They're Genji wall running.
Ooh.
Nice
shot
kill by Silas.
Ooh, another one.
Silas
Great
going
one
on
by
a kill streak.
Silas, so.
Jordan playing Zenyatta. They're all tucked up in this building in a very defensive position.
Yeah, got a good angle on the rest of what's going on outside.
We got a good angle on them, and they can't really do too much to us. They enter our building and kill Jordan. Hayden's still alive, trying to hold it off. He will die as well.
Unable.
Richard trying to solo this entire team right now.
And he's not doing too bad, except that there's 4
There he
of
goes.
them.
He did a good job of delaying them, but couldn't pick any of them off. Here comes Hayden making his way back. Playing Symmetra. Richard on his way back to his team. Hopefully he can get a few kills by picking them off and dragging them back into here. They're Doomfist trying to push us back. Doomfist is a great dive tank. And that seems to be their strategy going into this.
Yeah, for sure. You can see them all team up on that one player and all take them out.
They're definitely having Doomfist go and distract and push everyone back while they select a player and eliminate them as a team.
So payload to the first checkpoint.
There goes Richard.
Oof, Cat's unable to really get much going currently.
Gilgen really pushing along, moving through like butter. Cats are trying to defend. Branson playing as Anna. Hopefully he can get some heals in. Keep our team going at this final defensive position.
And
Zenyatta
yeah, Zenyatta ult
using
coming
his
out now.
ult. That'd be Jordan. Just got an assist on their tank, I believe. Great kills by Richard. Holding them back. We are now pushing the objective in our favor.
Yeah, so we're just hanging on to it, trying to keep him away from it. Let that timer tick down. So 2:20 left.
It's going to be pretty hard to hold this for the next 2 minutes because they are so close. Ooh, Doomfist dead. Great job by Richard taking out their tank. Him healing back up. Gets another kill. Branson now playing Moira.
So just under 2 minutes now. Cat's able to excuse me, hold off Elgin fairly well.
Great job. Looks like Hayden will be playing Junkrat with the very cool Krampus skin.
One of your personal faves, right?
I do love me some Junkrat. Very fun to play. They have their Reaper coming in, taken out. Looks like they're trying to make a few changes to find something that'll work.
Yeah, the payload is slowly inching along, but that Junkrat, Hayden does play a good Junkrat, and it looks like he's just spamming those grenades into that gap just to keep
Junkrat
damage.
is a great defense, and especially in this position where they have a very small area they can come from. You can just lay down that fire and constantly be getting damage off.
Oh, Zenyatta ult again, so if there's another big push, you'd see that coming
Kill
out.
and multiple assists by Jordan. Great job with that Zenyatta. One of the best healers out there, if not the best. Support.
Kind of stalled the payload now.
Richard just got woken up. Trying to take out and push away that Doomfist. He's still holding on. Gelgin's Doomfist.
Elgin just keeps that payload creeping as another big push here. They may get it.
Elgin's
Oh
starting to
my.
eliminate all of our team. Their Doomfist just took out Richard.
It looks like it will get the whole, almost the entire way.
Hayden trying to push them away as Junkrat. We have delayed the objective, but they are getting extremely close now.
The Cat's in desperation
Jordan
mode here
trying
in
to
the final
play.
seconds, and it will go into overtime.
Jordan
Gotta try
tried
to hang
switching
on.
to Kiriko to try something out, maybe get some new out of it. They're moving along very slowly.
And so round one will be complete.
Gilgin will take that point.
Elgin will take 3 points.
The only way for us to catch up now is to get all the way to the end.
Yeah, all the way to the end, and then we go into a tiebreaker round, right?
Mm-hmm. If we don't make it all the way to the end, we will be stuck with the loss of another point.
Oh, and yeah, and we'll lose the... No, we won't. This is only map 2. My bad. Sorry. Don't mean to be a pessimist. All right, what do we think?
We definitely need to play a little more aggressive. They are doing a great job of eating through us one at a time.
Yeah, it seems like they just swarm us, and then we can't really
They're
do much
They're
about
playing a
it.
great job of using that dive tank of Doomfist to distract and move everyone back while they select one player and kill him. It's a great strategy.
You can't hide from me forever.
Looks like Silas will be playing Widowmaker at the top. Hopefully he can get a few kills picked off, kill them off, and then we can all move forward and keep moving.
A peaceful reality is within reach. I wish I could believe that.
It looks like Jordan will be playing Ana. And it looks like Richard will be playing Zarya. This is a change.
Maybe the right one the Cats need, as opens up.
Oh no. Silas taken out quickly.
Oh, we've seen this before. Watch this.
Great job. They're all moving into the mix now. If
And
we can
maybe-
stay as a group, it'll prevent us from getting singled out and killed. Jordan doing a great job of keeping our team alive right now. They're also playing a Zarya. Our two tanks collide. Here comes Silas back.
Oh, lays down some good fire on.
And he
their
gets a
Zarya.
kill right in
Yeah.
that headshot. Another great kill
man.
takes out their Zarya tank.
So it looks like we'll capture the first third of the zone. Cat's looking very dominant here. We saw this. You weren't here, but
Hayden takes out that Genji.
on our last stream we saw a very similar strategy on this map. Definitely a good pick by Salem.
Hayden taken out.
And we got our first point. So
Looks
now
like Richard's moving over to what appears to be his favorite tank in Reinhardt.
Definitely plays a really good Reinhardt, especially when he can get that shatter come out. Kind of waiting on the payload now. They have to get it to the end. They got plenty of time to do so as they were able to capture that.
And he kills that Zarya. Great job by Richard taking out their tank.
Yeah, and Salem was able to capture the payload really quick. So they got plenty of time to get all the way to the end as Richard is just barreling all the way to the end.
Through their team. We are moving quite fast now.
So we should be, definitely a good turn of events for Salem now.
Richard moved a lot further than that payload was and took out their team. They're switching to a Reinhardt now to try and counteract ours.
Definitely an interesting strategy.
Branson playing some Moira. Trying to keep Richard alive there, doing a great job. Silas trying to get a few picks off. And Richard dies. This is not good for Salem.
No, not good, especially since Richard was kind of leading the attack.
And we'll lose Jordan right there and Silas. This is not good at all for Salem.
I wouldn't be surprised if Salem kind of loses a little bit of ground, but Hayden takes this opportunity to switch to a Farah, which may be a really good pick. Very similar, probably a more offensive Junkrat. Very similar in her abilities. Cat's kind of waiting for everybody to regroup.
We're grouping up, but the longer we stay without fighting them is the more they get to progress. Two Reinhardts are colliding right now, and they stun each other.
Oh, but taken out by a Farah, so Hayden as far as just raining fire down.
Richard gets put to sleep, and he wakes back up. Gets a kill. Great job, Richard.
Or Mercy now.
Branson playing as Mercy, keeping our team alive, doing a great job. Only problem with Mercy is she can't do a whole lot of damage on her own.
But is definitely doing her part well, Branson's doing his part. Looks like Salem has more meters.
Richard trying to take out their other Reinhardt. Gets him pinned down. And he does that. Great job by Richard taking out their tank.
So now they have the opportunity to maybe progress that payload a little more. So they have the second checkpoint with 4 minutes remaining. So it is 3-2. It's going to come down to these last few points here. For Salem, looks like to be progressing with very little opposition. As Hayden will just sneaky backdoor all the way back in.
Hayden had a great spot. Getting pinned down by their Genji, though. He could definitely use some help taking out that Genji right now. And Jordan gets taken out. They're making a great push right now. Richard in a bit of a retreat.
Get ready for the shatter coming from Richard. But he's just going to kind of wait for his team. I believe he's one of the only ones still.
I'm sure he'll use this Earth Shatter right as his team gets back here, and hopefully they can take out their entire team of Gilgen.
Elgin. With an E. That's alright. So it looks like Elgin switched their tank to a Sigma. Oh, and the shatter.
Great Earth Shatter. Branson trying to keep the team alive during this heavy damage period, and he gets taken out.
Oh man, Sigma causing lots of troubles now.
Sigma is low thanks to Richard. Richard retreating. He could really use some heals.
We'll see what Salem does. 2 minutes left. Progress is kind of stopped. They have to get to the end. but they'll all teleport above.
There's definitely plenty of
Oh,
time
and the
right
Sigma
now.
ult.
Sigma ult takes out many of our team. Richard trying to fight. He doesn't have a whole lot of health left in him.
And
And
makes
there
that
he
one
goes.
last push.
The payload is not moving. Why?
And time is running out now.
No one can hide from my sight.
Time is running out now. But
Richard trying to break them all apart, get a few
yeah, get
kills.
ready for the shatter. Oh,
Great
and just stun
shatter.
several people with a shatter. 2 kills coming out from it now, but he'll get put to sleep. Salem pushing him back.
Great push by Salem right now.
Yeah, the payload will resume progress with 1:20 left. Maybe this is the push Salem needed. Hayden is behind all of them right now. The
Elgin
Sigma.
being forced off the objective.
Yeah, Sigma taken out now by our tank. And it looks like, oh, the payload almost.
Great set of kills by Richard.
Yeah, payload almost to the...
Branson doing his part, taking out their team and keeping our team alive. Great job, him and Jordan.
And we did it.
There we go, got a point. This should go into overtime now.
Yeah, so 3-3. So, look at that. Time remaining, almost a whole nother extra minute compared to Elgin.
Great job by Salem getting there fast, knowing
Yeah,
what
so
they had to do.
I'd say that's an improvement compared
Definitely
to
an
how they've been
improvement.
playing. So, what, from your little more expertise, what do you think?
I think we're doing a great job, great selection of characters. The Pharah's working well, as well as the Moira.
Yeah, one thing I like about Overwatch a lot is you can switch your character mid-match.
It allows for, and it's a great strategy to do that, so you can adapt to whatever situation you're stuck in. Us playing defense now, Silas as Widowmaker.
So
He's been doing quite a good job getting kills.
So, does this right up here, the 1 minute, mean that Elgin only has 1 minute to get the...
So, Elgin has 1 minute, and we have 1:57. And whoever can get the payload or get it the farthest progression will win.
So we just have to play some really good defense, which we've seen. We were able to hold them longer than they were able to hold us. So, I mean, we're getting ready to start now, so we should...
We are definitely at an advantage with more time right now.
Yeah, we should be seeing a lot of... Oh, good Symmetra tactical coming out.
Richard switching back to Roadhog. They're still playing a Reinhardt. Their Reinhardt coming in, taking out Silas. Jordan also taken out.
Reinhardt just barrels through everybody.
Reinhardt destroyed all of us. Branson trying to fight, get away. He could not.
Looks like
Richard
no
making
team
his way
really
back.
great on the defensive part of the objective. Only really good on the on the attacking part.
Yes, both teams are definitely better at defensive. Jordan switching back to Zenyatta. This might be a good play because we can get some passive healing in and then work on some DPS.
Looks like only 5 seconds left, so Salem will only have to get about 25, 26 meters and get that first objective, because Elgin did get a point on that.
We'll have a little time to spare considering that we have an extra minute, but we do not want to waste it.
No, we definitely do not want to waste it. So, how long does overtime
Hayden
last?
getting an assist and a kill. We're in overtime right now. We need to clear them off this objective, stop them right where they're at. Hayden dying.
Ooh,
And
interesting
them
pick
able to
from...
progress more.
Oh, interesting pick from Silas. Junkrat. Should be seeing some fun here.
Richard on his way back. Hayden playing as Bastion.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to hear what our players have to say about this round after their match. Considering, even though it's in overtime and their times ran out...
Silas playing a great job as Junkrat right now. And there he goes. Our Jordan playing great Zenyatta, trying to keep the entire team alive right now. They have gotten pretty far. Our defense has not been doing very well right now.
Gotta get them cleaned off all the objectives. So
And
oh,
there
man.
goes overtime.
All right.
So we need to get a minimum of 107, well, 108 meters, really.
Yeah, we have to get a minimum of 108. Or we could get 107.01 and we'd win. However, that's not what we want. We want
Salem definitely needs to not mess around and get right to that as fast as possible.
yeah, for sure. But we have seen that Salem and Elgin have both been really, really good on the offensive, but not as good on the defensive.
Yes,
so,
they've all been lacking on their defense and excelling in their offense.
and Salem does almost have a whole entire minute more to do their stuff to get the objective and push the payload compared to Elgin.
Silas playing some more Widowmaker, trying to get a few kills from over the top.
Hopefully he won't get picked off.
Yeah, hopefully they're not expecting him to be up there like they were last time. Jordan playing Zenyatta. Looks like Hayden will be playing Bastion. Richard will be playing as
Reinhardt once again, so look out for the Symmetra portal. Maybe. Oh, no Symmetra portal this time.
Branson playing as Moira.
Maybe thinking that they're going to get a Symmetra portal, but not actually getting a Symmetra portal.
There goes Richard and Hayden, both taken out. Our team is suffering right now. Silas being kept alive by Branson. Jordan off playing Zenyatta is very low, and he gets taken out by their Bastion. Richard has switched to Winston, a very good dive tank.
Maybe waiting for his team. Looks like Elgin's done waiting as there's a minute left and no progress has been made on the objective.
Salem definitely needs to hurry up on trying to get to that objective. Branson coming in as Moira, trying to get some damage while keeping our Winston alive. And Richard. There goes Richard. He's down.
Ugh, Bastion giving us trouble now.
We are running out of time. This is not looking good for Salem right now.
Not looking good at all. And unless they can... it's not good. Elgin playing very passive right now, making Salem push all the way in before they really
Elgin
do much.
doing a great job of keeping us from getting to that point. Winston and Richard dives in there and separates them all, but he gets picked off rather quickly. Hayden playing as Genji, using his ultimate now, trying to clear up the objective. And we are in overtime now. And that was a lot of kills by Hayden. Great job. He's taking some damage now.
Oh yeah, Hayden is a very good Genji.
5-player kill streak coming out of Hayden right now. And he gets
Oh.
put to sleep by their Ana.
Salem needs to get more people on that objective because overtime doesn't last forever.
It appears that Jordan has switched over to Kiriko. And we have got the payload.
Got a long way to go here in overtime. Can't really give much up.
Definitely can't give anything up. Gotta keep this objective moving. They have a Pharah over on Elgin.
Progress kind of stops now. That Pharah maybe being a little problematic for Salem.
Yes, in this choke point, that Pharah is very good. Branson trying to keep our tank alive. Great job by our supports right now. Their Reaper comes in behind us and uses his Death Blossom. He gets nothing out of it. Great job by Salem preventing that. And then Elgin's Pharah uses their ult and destroys the rest of our team.
Man.
That was a great placement by their Pharah.
Yeah, that was a really good ult by Pharah. I was right as they walked through, taking them out. So let's see what... Oh, play of the game coming from Elgin this time.
As their Sigma.
Oh, and it's this ult.
The Graviton Surge. This was a great play.
So, a great play from Elgin. So, Salem now down 2-0, headed into map 3. An unfortunate turn of events there at the end of map 2. What were your thoughts?
I think Salem needs to make a few changes to try and improve, because what they're doing right now is not working as well as we would wish. Elgin's been doing a great job on defense.
Yeah, no, not at all. Elgin doing a really good job at defense there, but yeah, I don't know. It's really hard because Salem is usually really just kind of overpowered. Like the first two matches, Salem just rolled through everybody. Rolled through them. And
it
now,
almost seems like that if Salem can get momentum, they can keep it. But if they can't get that momentum, they can't do anything.
Yeah, so they really need to capitalize on the moments when they do have the momentum. And I don't feel like they're really doing that right now. But it does look like one of our other I'm not going to say more experienced coaches. One of our other coaches just joined, so maybe he'll be able to put his insight in on that. So just, I don't know.
Excited to see some changes on characters, see what Salem tries to do to improve, and what Elgin tries to do to keep their upstanding.
Yeah, so yeah, I just don't really know, because it was like Salem would, when they were pushing on their first, on like when they had to tie it, when they were down 3-0, and they had to tie it, they push. They had to push.
They had to.
And then they won. They got it all the whole way and tied it. And then when they didn't necessarily have to, they played maybe a little more passively than they normally did.
They need to play under pressure the entire time, because that seems to be when they're at their best.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, when they were all able to get onto the point, onto the objective, and able to push Elgin buckled, and then again we got played passive at a choke point.
Their Pharah has been playing amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we can find a way to counter that.
Yeah, what in your knowledge, what would be the best way to
a Sojourn is a great counter to Pharah because it's very quick moving, so Pharah has struggles to hit them, and you can put a lot of shots into the air. And if you're a really good Widowmaker, you can pick them off as well.
All right, so it looks like we will have an escort, so just escort the payload. Here from map 3, Salem trying to win the next two, the escort and the push, to get back to a control map for map 5. Looks like things are going to take place on Circuit Royale.
This is an interesting map, a little more open than some of the ones we've been playing at.
Yeah, so that might be helpful for Salem, as we'll be getting underway here in just a moment. Again, take this opportunity, go check out our socials. Just posted them in the Twitch chat. We do lots of good stuff with those. But we will be on Circuit Royale.
This is one of my favorite maps to play Junkrat on. I wonder if anyone will do that.
Yeah, it would be very interesting if they were able to do that. And then maybe you could be like, hey, that's a good Junkrat play.
Shots into
dear.
And if you're really
Alright, so 5 seconds now on our hero selection.
see if there's been any changes made.
And it looks like Salem will break out the IHSEA. Oh, I do not like that character at all. Little bit of Overwatch that I've played, I always have trouble with that one.
It is very hard to fight against on your own. The best way to play IHSEA is to just start picking off people individually as you would Roadhog. With that spear, you can also throw people off ledges or yoink people right out of the air. Quite a hard character to play.
Looks like Salem is destroying all of the railing.
Want to get that out of their way for the shots. Hayden playing Hanzo. See if he can get any kills right off the bat. They're using Doomfist and appears to be Echo.
Oh, they're already up on the buildings up there, up above.
Going over the top. Richard trying to take everybody out. Great job holding everyone back by Salem right now. Takes out their Doomfist, but Richard is eliminated in the process.
Oh, and that Echo.
Hayden also taken out. It appears our team has been eliminated. This is not good.
No, not good at all. As 3 of Elgin is on the
especially on that early part of this defense. Your main goal should be to stay alive as long as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully we can regain some ground here, as Silas playing a Soldier 76. Their Doomfist coming in. Jordan playing Zenyatta once again. Seems to be his most played character so far.
It definitely does a great job at
Gets
it.
an assist on their Doomfist. Takes out their Lucio. Great job by Jordan. Hayden trying to take a few people out with Hanzo. Not being able to land much right now.
Yeah, everybody's kind of very sporadic.
Richard playing as Zarya. Their team is all formed together right now. They're Genji. Richard taking a lot of damage right there and taken out by their Echo.
Yeah, Genji ult coming out takes out several of the Salem players, so kind of needing to regroup here.
Branson playing Moira, trying to keep them held back, the best to his ability. They're Elgin moving very quickly right now.
Elgin moving very fast. Salem not really able to have much of anything to counter it.
Salem needs to move a little hastily here. Hopefully this new Zarya tactic will work better for Salem. Doomfist charging up and slamming himself down. Doesn't really get a whole lot out of it though. Richard trying to take out their Doomfist. Uses his bubble. Their team all collectively doing damage to Richard. Eventually get to take him out. Hayden appears to be trying to play it sneaky and hopefully get a kill. Their Echo comes into the room. Great shot by Hayden. And Hayden gets taken out by their Doomfist and their team collectively.
Not looking good. So
Jordan playing as Bridget. They just do a great job of picking out our players one by one and just eliminating them.
Yeah, they
rather
sure
than
do.
focusing on a team.
Yeah, it's very hard for Salem to really counter that right now. Again, we were talking about momentum in between games. It's all about momentum right now. And Elgin definitely has all of it. But Hayden able to lure him in
ult.
and use his ult right through that little pass.
Jordan playing a great Bridget. Gets a few kills right there. And some assists. Great job. Their Echo on their way back. Hayden trying to get a pick off on their Doomfist. As well as their Ana. Their Doomfist comes in. Our team trying to take out that Doomfist collectively. And get a kill by Hayden. Great job.
Genji ult coming out, but nothing
damage.
going on. Oh, there's the Bridget ult.
Salem having a great defensive position right now. And got a team kill out of it. Great job.
Yeah, Salem doing a good job. They just kind of got to hold. And does Salem having control of the payload kind of push it back maybe a little bit?
slowly. Not as much as them on the offensive. It'll move faster with them, but if we can get near it, it'll slowly move backwards, which is very good for us. Their Doomfist taken out by Richard. Great job. Without their Doomfist, we definitely are at an advantage. Richard's struggling to take out their Genji.
Yeah, their Genji is really good.
Bransing playing Moira.
Their Doomfist is back. Maybe looking to pick off some of the cats.
They're all in a big group right now, and they're doing a great job of doing damage to us. Branson keeping Hayden alive.
It looks like he'll use the ult.
Richard trying to take out one person at a time. And their Doomfist comes in behind him. They're all in a really tight-knit group right now, making it very hard to pick off one at a time. Elgin doing a great job at pushing this payload right now, though. Branson trying to catch back up into the action. And Richard gets taken out. Hayden trying to solo this Doomfist, and his team comes back to help him. Hayden gets that Doomfist. Great job by Hayden.
And we'll do some damage across the way, so definitely good that Hayden's starting to pick up some kills now.
They're Ana trying to get into a defensive position as we push backwards now.
Oh, they're Mei.
Our Mei puts up a shield. Jordan playing as Bridget again. He's playing a great Bridget. Their Doomfist taking heavy damage. Getting healed though. A lot of assists coming out of Jordan. And a kill on their Doomfist. Great job.
Another team kill. So 60 seconds remaining, and our cats are in a very good position right now.
It's definitely noticeable that when the Salem team gets under pressure, they definitely play better. Silas has switched over to Mei. Putting a wall up top so that they cannot use that against us.
And the payload continues to very, very slowly move backwards. Looks like Elgin will switch back to the Sigma instead of the Doomfist.
Having to try something because they are desperate currently. Down to their last 20 seconds. Silas doing a great job right now.
The Mei ult does come out, freezes Sigma.
Sigma kills Silas now. Jordan trying to kill the Sigma. Avenge Silas. He's doing a great job right now. Taking very little damage. Takes a heavy shot now. Hayden trying to play behind, get a few shots off. Not landing much currently. We need to take out that Sigma.
Yeah, that Sigma is being a little bit of a pain in the butt right now.
Sigma is low.
But it looks like Sigma will try to use the ult. Maybe get two kills off of it.
And Richard taken out again. They are moving in quickly now. We're in a very poor position now.
Oh yeah, not good at all.
They're in overtime, and it appears that they might get this right now. We're trying to hold them off. Their Pharah uses their ultimate and clears the entire point. So they will make it the entire way.
So we can see that it is very hard for like when Salem has momentum, they do a really good job. But when Salem doesn't really have the momentum, they kind of just that Sigma is being a problem right now.
Yes, definitely need to take out that Sigma when they pull it out. I'm wondering if they're going to use any Junkrat strategy this time. Great defensive position. Hopefully we can get out of our spawn point very fast and clear them out of our way.
Yeah, get them out of our way.
Richard will be playing Roadhog. Very good offensive.
So what would you say would be the best way to counter the Elgin Sigma?
Sigma is a really hard counter because if you have a good Sigma, they can keep themselves alive for a very long time. A Reinhardt seems to work well when Richard plays it against their Sigma. I wonder if he'll pull that out if they get desperate.
Or if he's just maybe using Roadhog to get...
If you can get up in Sigma's face and get real up close and personal with him, it's easier to take him out than from far away. Because he can't use his shield as much. Let's see if Richard can help our team progress quickly.
And so it begins.
Misses his grab. They're
Looks
playing
like
a Roadhog as well.
Roadhog. Interesting now.
Richard seems to be trying to single out their Roadhog. He gets very low and then pulled back. Jordan and Branson trying to keep Richard alive. They're doing a great job out of it. They use a Mei ice wall. Aiden playing a Hanzo again.
Ooh.
Great kill.
Really good Hanzo right now for Hayden.
He hits a good shot on their Genji and takes him out. Great job. Trying to take out their Mei now. Gets another kill. Their Doomfist is dropped in.
So back to the Doomfist for Elgin.
Richard seems to be ignoring the Doomfist and trying to take out their DPS and support. Not a bad strategy.
Ooh, there goes their tank.
And they lose everybody.
Salem will take this opportunity to get as much space on that payload as they can.
Hayden puts in that sonar arrow and gets a quick view on what's going on. Branson, playing as Moira, takes out their Genji. Trying to keep Richard alive right now, and he gets taken out. Richard playing, continuing to ignore the Doomfist and try and take out their DPS and support. Now forced to fight the Doomfist. Trying to run. He's in a very bad position right now, and he takes out the Doomfist. Great job by Richard.
Salem's gotta get back to the payload as some of them fell.
Hayden trying to get a good position. Their Doomfist comes in and is trying to take out Hayden. Hayden trying to hold his own, and he's doing a good job at it.
They gotta get this first point.
Branson comes in and saves Hayden.
And time does reset when you get a point, correct? Or does it continue?
It does.
So about minute 24 to get this first point, and the payload is not moving. If any way, it is moving backwards, not the way you want it to go. Salem needs that momentum, again, which they've been struggling to acquire.
Jordan playing Ana again. Trying to get that Doomfist. He misses his sleep dart.
All of Elgin is on.
Elgin doing a great job of staying alive during this defense to prolong as long as possible. Down to our last minute on this point.
Looks like we now are finally getting the payload to move in the right direction. Man, Genji and Mei just keep posing problems for all of us.
And there goes Jordan. Hayden trying to take out the Genji. Pretty hard to do as a Hanzo. And he gets taken out. And there goes Richard as well. Branson gets taken out. They get a good amount of kills. I think that was a team kill right there.
Yeah.
And they are now in a great spot to defend us. This is not looking good for Salem.
No, not looking good at all. So we got to get to that point. And that'll be it. Ooh, so Salem will fall 3-0 here in the match. Let's see what the play of the match is. Hayden Hopkins,
Our
Hanzo.
very own.
Oh, this was really good.
This is a great job by Hayden.
2 headshots in a row. Takes out 4 players.
That really changed the game for us at that point.
Yeah, unfortunately, we still lost the points. So, unfortunate for our cats. They will fall to Elgin 3-0. Back-to-back losses for our varsity cats after 2 very dominant wins.
Yeah. It was really hard for us to pick up any momentum after they gained it.
Yeah, so what did you see? What did you see in that last match?
Really, they just got that momentum. They were able to get a good defensive position around that bend, and we weren't able to do anything about it.
Yeah, we kind of pushed through pretty hard there at the beginning, and as soon as we got around that corner, we just couldn't.
Their Doomfist was doing a great job of moving everyone and separating so that they could pick off people, and their supports were doing a great job of keeping their entire team alive at the same time.
And that Genji really did pose a problem for us. But, nothing you can do. You just gotta make sure that you can get the people that you need to get eliminated. But not really much else to say. Just momentum was not in the favor of Salem much at all.
Nope, it was very, very sad to have to watch, but hopefully we can get them next time.
Yeah, so we will be back on Tuesday. You can check out our socials in the Twitch chat once again. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. That's where we post all our match updates, stream updates, all that stuff. But before Tuesday, on Saturday, Eli Baker will be competing in the IHSEA state tournament for FIFA. So he has the opportunity to win a state title for our school, which is a big deal.
That's a very big deal.
Eli, myself, another member of the FIFA team, and both of our GMs will be traveling up to Chicago tomorrow. So make sure you follow us on Twitter so you can stay up to date with what is going on with Eli. From our streaming room, we wish him good luck. But unless you really have anything to add, that's pretty much all we got.
Yep. That was just a great job by Elgin, and Salem just couldn't get past him.
All right, so we will see you guys on Tuesday. Make sure to check out our Twitter for any coverage of this weekend in Chicago. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday.